Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakakwadash, the honest apostles, was a quantum of great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I'm proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to go into Israel is a homeborn slave. Jake is a homeborn slave. Basically off of a visit I made to my great aunt. I had some family in town and stuff. And made a visit to my great aunt with them. Basically, my great aunt, which this is a woman, I would have to say in her 70s or so. She's a housekeeper on to this day. She's a housekeeper for some Edomite lawyers, man. And she was like, oh, they're great. They're terrific, man. She's been working for them for, like, she said, over 20 years or something like that. Basically, she's happy being a slave, man. And that's Jake, man. That's a lot of our mothers, grandmothers, fathers, uncles. They're happy being a servant. And really, a housekeeper, you are a straight up slave. Really a servant. You know what I mean? You're a housekeeper. What you doing? You cleaning, mopping, all that shit, man. You a straight up servant, man. But Jake, oh, they're terrific people. I love them. They're great. Ain't nothing great about being a slave, man, a servant, man. But that's what our people don't get, man. But you know why? Because when they see the so-called white man, they see Jesus, man. They see God, man. That's why they all messed up. And really with Jake, the older you get into Jake's generations, the more messed up they are in terms of that white supremacy, man. So this book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel do it not know, my people do it not consider. So basically, these stubborn animals, an ox and an ass, they know who their master is, man. They know who their God is. But Jake, you don't know. You don't know who you are, man. Here it is 2026. You still don't know who you are, man. You happy being a slave to the so-called white man, man. You know what I mean? That's why you even encourage brothers, man, even in the camp. Hey, don't be working on minimum wage job, man. Or any type of job where Esau could look down upon you, man. If needs be, hey, pray to the Lord to get you out of that, man. Because we belong to having a ruling class mentality, man. You don't belong content being looked at as a slave by the so-called white man in a disrespectful manner. Because that's how Esau's going to view you, man. You know what I mean? Here you's a housekeeper and shit. Hey, man, it ain't nothing good about that, man. You belong praying to the Lord to get you out of that position, man. You know what I mean? But ultimately, the Lord will get us all out of this position, man. Starting with the elect to the destruction of America. But in the meantime, and in between time, hey, I mean, try to get out of that position, man. You understand? That ain't nothing to be cool with, man, so to speak, man. You understand? But there goes Jake. Jake don't have a ruling class mentality, man. Jake have a slave mentality. That's why Jake be comfortable being a servant to the so-called white man, man. You understand? When you go to these different high-class areas, high-class restaurants, hotels, who's working all up in them, man? Jake, Judah, Benjamin, Issachar, especially Issachar, Northern Kingdom in the kitchen and stuff. And these different hotels and stuff. It's all Jake, man. Because what? Jake is a servant, man. You understand? Jake is a servant onto the so-called white man onto this day. But really the jobs I'm talking about is really the menial jobs, man. Them housekeeping, you know what I mean? Different minimum wage type jobs and shit. Hey, man, you should try to get out of that shit, man, because hey, that ain't us, man. We the top people on the planet, really, man. And we belong transitioning into that frame of mind. Talking to your brothers in the truth, man. You know what I mean? You try to better yourself some way, somehow, man. Out of those type of jobs where Esau can just straight up look down upon you, man. You understand? Nonetheless, Deuteronomy chapter 28. But we know the curses are there. But as brothers in the truth, we belong able to navigate those curses to a certain extent, man. Don't be like Jake in this world, like my great aunt. Oh yeah, I love working for these people. 23 years, man. She's happy being a goddamn slave, man. And that's the first thing that came to my mind, man. I'm like, what the fuck, man? But that's Jake for you, man. This book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst. In hunger. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies. Notice it didn't say friends. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is our enemies, man. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Fine, so that's really going back into hardcore slavery, man. But even to this day, Jake is you have to go to Esau, because Esau runs everything. Esau runs the world. Job 9:24. You want food, Esau controls that. Clothing, so on and so forth. You want to work, you have to work in the so-called white man system, nonetheless. But Jake is happy being a servant to the so-called white man. A lot of Jakes, my great aunt, you happy being a straight up servant, man. Like you straight up a slave to these people, man. Cleaning their house, man. You understand? Jake is okay with that. We're not okay with that shit, man. You know what I mean? If I was up in there, I would be throwing curses upon them motherfuckers, man. You understand? Praying for the Lord to jack them up, man. You understand? Because we don't belong as slaves and servants on these Edomites, man. This is the predicament that we're in because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments. But our rightful position is really the gods on earth, man. When you tell Jake that, you tell Jake he's a god, they're gonna look at you bugged out. But that's to show you how people are falling so far away from knowing who they are, man. From knowing that that they are the children of Israel, man. You know what I mean? You tell my great aunt, no, so-called Jesus is a so-called black man. She more than likely bug out about that, man. Because why? She see God in the so-called white man, man. That's why she's happy serving them, man. We're not happy serving the so-called white man, man. Even for brothers with good jobs, man, because we understand, like, yo, this is you still spending Esau's money, you still have to operate within Esau system. So we still want the so-called white man to be taken out, man. Even though we might not be a straight up in a servile position, so to speak. But nonetheless, Esau running the society. So 100% we want this place to be taken out, man. We want this place to be taken out more than you niggas in that straight up serving the so-called white man, man. In these different menial type jobs, man. You have Issachar coming over here, man. You know what I mean? You have a lot of Issacharites and the Benjamites, yeah, that be doing that servile work, man. Even the farming, the whole agricultural sector, or out there in the fields and stuff, picking fruits and shit. We don't belong doing that shit, but that's a predicament that we're in, man. You have a lot of the Northern Kingdom, they come over here and they're in the farming program, man. You know what I mean? They're over there in the fields picking tomatoes, oranges, all that shit, man. And the Issachar, he is hired. Hey, ain't gonna be a time where Issachar ain't gonna be hired, man. Because Issachar gonna be doing the hiring, man. And that's good. That's soon to come. That's gonna be in the kingdom, man. So for you Issacharites out there, you don't be lost content, happy with that shit, man. But Issachar be happy and come over here from Mexico and earning fucking $50 or $100 a day, man. They're happy with that, man. Being looked down upon by the so-called white man. You looked at as a slave by the so-called white man, man. You understand? Because I work with Edomites, and that's how they look at you different jigs that work these different menial jobs, man. They don't look at you in a good light, man. They look at you as slaves, basically, man. You understand? But that's how we look at them. The brothers in the truth, the brothers in the know, we look at Esau, Edom as a slave, man. No matter if you have a suit and tie on, man. Up to DJ Trump. Because we understand what Ecclesiastes is 10 and 7. Up to DJ Trump, we look at as a slave, man. A slave on the loose. If you tell a nigga that, hey, Jake don't even have slaves, man. Jake don't have a ruling class mentality. That's a problem with Jake, man. Jake is happy being a slave unto the so-called white man. But not us, man. Not the hopeful elect. We praying for the downfall of Esau, Edom every day in, day out. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses, servants upon horses representing Esau, Edom, man. And really these heathens too, but Esau, Edom, mainly because that's our chief enemy. So he's a servant, he's a real servant, but he's upon horses, meaning why he's in a position of power. You know what I mean? They run in the world like DJ, Trump, these different rulers, man. Even in Europe, you have the prime ministers of England, president of France, even Putin. All these clowns, man. All these Edomites, man. All these servants on loose, man. Down to the heathen rulers, same way. Rulers of China, North Korea, all these men, man. All these nations are servants unto us, man. Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Those princes represents who? The children of Israel. Yashala, he is a prince of the power. He's a prince of the power. That's why we honor these heathens, man. We serve in these heathens, man. To the point of, a lot of Jakes in servile, menial positions up under these Edomites, man. You understand? And they looking at us like, we rightfully slaves, man. But hell no, we not, man. We not. You understand? You think them people looking at my great aunt in any type of dignified way, man, so to speak? Nah, she's just the help, man. She's a good servant, man. And we don't want to be looked at like that, man. Any Jake in a right mind in a ruler class mentality, man, we don't want to be looked at like that, man. You understand? You have to have some type of dignity about yourself, man. And it ain't really a dignified position to be a slave, a servant for an Israelite. That's not an Israelite position, man. That's a curse, man. And you be not wanting to get out of that curse, man. Get out of that mind frame of being a servant, being content, being a servant, man. Even down to having one wife. That's another thing. Jake is content with one wife, man. Bugged out, man. But all of this stuff is going to be rectified soon to come, man. Even on this side, going into the last days. 7 women shall take hold of one man, man. You know what I mean? My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry, man. The Lord is going to lift up that standard, man. Give Jake that spiritual power. So Jake, the scripture said, give his people praise and fame when they will put to shame. So Jake is going to rise on this side, man, going into these end times, man. The elect of Israel, man. We're going to come up, man. And then that's going to transition to the kingdom, man. You know what I mean? We're going to have our upliftment starting on this side, same way, man, going into these end times, man. I really is even starting now. Because you have a lot of Jake, even from a worldly perspective, coming up, man. You have Jake millionaire, so on and so forth, man. How much more when the Lord put that spirit upon the elect, man? When all hell break loose, shit happening, and we good, man. We have food, water, all of that. Brothers have spiritual power. You know what I mean? Brothers really in that, the Lord put that real spirit of that ruling class mentality on us. As really, we don't have that, we don't have close to 100% of that ruling class mentality. We just have gamuts of it, little bit of it, man. When the Lord really put us in that mind frame of having a ruling class mentality, hey, man, it is game over, man, for you Edomites, man, and the rest of you heathen nations. Because these heathen nations and Esau, they have that ruling class mentality, man. But guess what? The Lord gonna supersede that when he put that upon us, man. Put that ruling class mentality upon us, man, to judge your nations, man. Because part of having a ruling class mentality is bringing judgment and revenge upon your enemies, man. And that's exactly what the Lord is gonna allow us to do, man. He's gonna use us to do. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Come on. That's Jake, man. Jake is all on the bottom. But guess what? The come up is soon approaching, man. The come up for the elect of the children of Israel. And that's scripture, man. This book of Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Come on. Remember back in the day, brothers used to be claiming women, man. That used to be a thing even at the comments. Saying, oh, yeah, you claim, I claim them, saying brothers don't do it as much anymore, but really that's through the spirit. You could claim slaves, claim women, all of that, man. Because they what? They are inheritance. Even the Israelite woman is part of our inheritance, man. You know what I mean? Those are all women, man. You know, so that's another thing. The Israelite woman getting with the so-called white man. See what happened when that chick over there, she went to Africa. And he deleted her, man. But yeah, you Israelite woman are our inheritance, man. So you Israelite woman don't belong with no other man beside that Israelite man, man. You know what I'm saying? Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. That's the heathen is our inheritance. They were slaves, man. You know, last time you being a slave unto Esau, Edom, man. Esau, Edom talking to any old howl, man. Fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't tell you to lose your mind. You play it cool. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you don't even want to be in a position where that Edomite could type. You know what I'm saying? Try to look down upon you, so to speak. Going back to what I said earlier, man. So if brothers out there in those type of jobs, man, hey, pray that the Lord could finagle you another way to put you in a different position, man. You understand? I mean, if it is what it is, but you have to have that ruling class mentality of saying, nah, man, I ain't having these Edomites look at me. Listen, I'm going to pray to the Lord and He's going to move me into a different position, man. A different occupation or whatever, man. I mean, you have Jake's working minimum wage for 30 and 40 years. That's bugged out, man. Jake is content with that, man. You understand? Jake, my great aunt, man, she working for these people for 20-something years. Being a servant, man, a house servant, man. Content with that, man. We're not content with anything here in Babylon, man. We want Babylon to be destroyed, man. Especially being content with that Esau, Edom, straight up ruling over you, man. Being a servant unto him. No, we're not happy with that. We're not cool with that, man. We're not cool with women ruling over us. We're not cool with heathens ruling over us. We're not cool with Esau, Edom ruling over us. Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Huh? So all of these different beautiful, unblemished places. I mean, like Maldives, Tahiti, all these different places that we don't even know about, man. Hey, that's all our inheritance. And newly created places that's going to happen after this nuclear destruction. But all that is our possession, man. So anywhere an Israelite go is really home turf, man. If an Israelite go to the Philippines, that's home turf, man. If an Israelite go to wherever, man, Russia, that's home turf, man. A heathen can't say shit. You understand? Because the whole earth and the fullness thereof is ours, man. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Huh? That's the power. That's the ruling class mentality that we're going to have, man. Now, yo, we have to jack these heathens up for all the hell that they put upon our people, man. Like I said, we don't have close to the 100% of that ruling class mentality, that anger, that power that we're going to have in that day and in the days to come in these end times, that the Lord is going to pour His Spirit out upon us, man. That spirit of vengeance, that spirit of anger, that spirit of power, man. That full ruling class mentality, man. That the Lord is going to pour out upon us, man, in these last days. You understand? And this is just preparation season, man. Ultimately, the Lord is going to get us in that right spirit where, hey, He ain't going to be nothing to dash our heat into pieces, man. You know what I mean? It ain't going to be nothing for us to execute vengeance upon these heathens like we're supposed to. We're not going to be scared. We're not going to be timid. You know what I mean? We're going to be, we're ready to jack you up, man. Ready to put you in shackles and chains, man. We're ready to take you up by the tens of thousands, man. That's how it's going to be, man. That's the spirit that the Lord is going to put upon us, man. Not the spirit of happy being a slave, man. You know what I mean? Happy working for Esau, Edom, man. Hell nah. Hey, so with that, hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Gonna say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. The honor to the apostles was a quantum of great millstone and well. I shall want to the elect. Kwame, Asha Allah, Abad the Ball.